Alright, so let's pick a new house. New house, new house. We have perks? We get new perks while we were doing things? We did. We sold a house. We got perks. And perks gives us... Does it give us 2 new buyers? Oh, I love you too, Lotus. Yes, you have been diamond painting. You were diamond painting everything. I was worried you were going to diamond paint your furniture and make it look bedazzled. Alright. Okay, so we got Abby. Let's say we find something for Henry and his wife now. Our gardening, loving couple. Retirees. What house do we think they would want? Probably something... nothing two-story. They want a smaller house. I mean, it's not a bad idea. Bad Lotus. No bedazzling the furniture. Sabian would hurt me for the thought. Okay, I don't see them doing that on the beach properties. Probably not the coast. I'm kind of... Okay, that has stairs. I'm kind of saving this one. It also has stairs. What is this one? I don't quite remember. When I get a new TV, I should do the outline and diamond dots, and that would actually be funny. Okay, remote cabin. Oh, this is the basement cabin. Not sure. There wasn't a bedroom. It was like a studio, the bathroom, and then you went downstairs to a basement. I'm not sure I'd want to put an older couple in this. It's always fun to add a little sparkle to the life. Again, 2-story. Okay, so what's up here in the suburbs? Look at these cheaper houses. This one's only 600 square foot, so it's small. This one might be doable. Bedroom, open living room, functioning bathroom and kitchen. Partly renovated, includes some leftover materials. Might require some cleaning, okay. Or... this is also small suburban house. Peaceful neighborhood, 1 bedroom, 1 bathroom property. Needs a little refresh, becomes someone's beloved home. This one might be cute. It's definitely a smaller space. I think this is one of the first houses we did. And there should be room for like doing a little landscaping, a little gardening, but not too much. There's not a lot of stairs. I think we're gonna do this one. Blue Bungalow. Let's rename our stream. We'll go ahead and buy a house. And it's smaller in square footage than the other one. That is so weird. I don't know how far we'll get on this house today. But um we can at least maybe get the cleanup started on it. Since we are on the second half of our recording day here. Grandfather on dad's side used to be super into gardening, like he was part of a botanical society and stuff. That's cool. Oh, it does. I wondered if the lawnmower would take out weeds as well. One of the family members bought him a sign for his yard when he was like 70-ish. And the sign read, "This yard is maintained bleakly by grandfather's name here." That sounds cute. Well, that was one way to get rid of all those weeds in a hurry. It's funny how things sometimes like that do. It's slightly humorous at the time, but then you look back on it, it becomes absolutely hysterical in a whole new light. Kind of reminds me of that song, the Nickelback's Photograph. Look at this photograph. Every time I do it makes me laugh. My eyes get so red. What the hell is on Joey's head? I actually love that song. I know people talk smack about them as a group, but that was a really good song. Like, the way it was written and how it was just like having a conversation about the past. Like, that was a damn good song. I think what makes it such a better song now than it was for me when that first came out, though, is the nostalgia effect. Oh my lord. We actually got to talking about Zul's song, his parody, "Save a Horse, Ride a Catboy." The last time I worked and we had a, I can't even remember where I was working at. It was like a barn night type kind of thing, like a western theme, and people were dying laughing when I told them about that song. But I couldn't remember. Like, I know it's up somewhere. I think it's on SoundCloud or something. But I couldn't remember where exactly or like what his links were, or I was gonna share it with them. Lately, I've been listening to a lot of. I think it's the guy's called Bryce Savage. I don't know. I'll have to look. That might not be his name at all. I don't know. Don't quote me on that. But my taste in music is so eclectic, it changes from day to day. Like what I'm listening to. Alright, we're just going to. There we go. I was like, I know there's a way to put this down. I hate that lawnmower. Oh, yeah, I'm not a fan of that lawnmower either, but you know, it does the job and it's the only mower they give me. And since I got it with a free expansion, free you know what I mean. It was a free pack, upgrade pack or whatever. I'm not complaining about it. Like they didn't charge us for the content that brought that into the game. I got a whole area over here I didn't even mow. I've actually been looking for your time electric lawnmowers. Not a fan. Like we have a gas lawnmower, but actually prefer electric trimmers, like like edging tools, whatever you want to call it. Weed eater. I know weed eater is a brand name. It's not the actual, but like I also know that you'll know what I'm talking about when I say that. I like them because even though you can only do about half a yard on one battery, um, the lightweight and they don't have as much vibration, so it doesn't jar my joints as much. You call them weed eaters too? I wasn't sure if that was like a colloquial, like just like local thing, or if that was um just like a southerner thing, or if that's just like everybody. Like it's kind of like it's kind of like the subsect of people that call all vacuum cleaners hoovers. Like all vacuum cleaners are not a hoover, but hoovers are vacuum cleaners. So if I said I got out the hoover, you'd know I was talking about the vacuum cleaner. Oh, I hate edging the yard too. But the electric trimmers just make it slightly easy, at least for my body. All right. Well, we're probably going to have to rearrange some plants and make it a little cleaner and a little nicer. But there's plenty of plants here to start with. Be considered gardening. Like there's overgrowing plants all over the place. Got all the weeds up. I'd rather pay someone. The last time our fence and stuff was done, we paid someone to do it, and then we just went around the outside with like a grass killer, which it did some, or a weed killer. It did some, but it didn't do all. Or yeah, we needed something stronger. Um, while we're here, go ahead and sell that. I might end up. It's an older couple, so I'll probably keep the line, the clothesline. I actually like those clotheslines. I think they're cooler than all get out. Oh, of course, there's trash bags. You know what? Let's just there. Oh, there's one in the house too. Why is there a trash can in the house? You weirdo. Yes, but doesn't salt, if you salt it, kills everything for like 100 years? Like I felt guilty about maybe do. I looked at doing that, but I thought felt bad about doing the salt and vinegar thing because I was like, what if somebody wants to? You know, it's just around the fence. But what if someone decides that they want the whole yard fenced in, not just like the 50 by 50 foot that we have done after we leave here? And they pull up the fence to go put a fence for the rest of the yard, and then can't grow grass in the area that we vinegared and salted. Like that's the reason why I did do that. Okay, so technically just take this trash can and put it here because we shouldn't need it no more. That would be their issue to solve? Nah, that's mean. Oh, we're definitely gonna have to get better appliances. We may leave these walls the color they are. I'm not hating this color. The floor, on the other hand, different story. I smell food, now my tummy is growling. Does that mean I'm gonna turn into a werewolf? Uh, I don't know if that means you're gonna turn. I don't think so. It's mean because I don't know if for me to salt and vinegar because, like I said, I'm not living here forever. That's like a permanent thing. Um, and also I don't own the property. So I feel like that would be bad for me to do. My landlord might not approve. I mean, granted, they could probably just dig a trench and dig up around, like, where it won't grow at and just bring in new sod and soil, but and I might consider doing something like that if the place was mine. Oh, that's what we didn't put in the other place. We didn't put the freaking furnace and stuff back in. Whoops. It was only our first house flip. We can be forgiven. I'm on a catch-22. I don't want to have to mow. But I wouldn't mind a yard the same size as like what they have here in the front yard for that's done uh that's fully gardened. Um with like little sidewalks and stuff where I don't want grass to mow in the front. I just want just gardens and pathways. That's it. But I want those gardens with plenty of the, what do you call it? The, oh, I can't think. My brain today. Um, the landscaping fabric stuffs. Cause I don't want to have to go out and weed said garden. Okay, nobody wants somebody else's old shoes, so let's pull these out. All I know is I don't want to have to deal with weeds. That's all I know. I'm too lazy to deal with weeds. Cardboard and mulch? Well, we used mulch in the garden we put in here along the front of the house, and it didn't do us much good. They still weeds everywhere. Alright, so that's the front of the house. Oh, Lord. Okay, I don't think there's anything inside of these. I am not feeling this brown, that's for sure. I also think all the doors are gonna have to be brightened and whitened. Oh Lord. Cleaned up the front sidewalk, but I didn't clean the front porch. Ah! There's a hole, there's a hole, there's a hole in the bottom of the seat. Day. I kinda like that, rocking chair there. I wonder if we can just get away with yeah, I'm keeping the rocking chair. I like that rocking chair. Yeah, I think I'm going with this for the trim look though. Replace the... There was a hole here, man. A hole. A hole. Okay, that's a start. Oh, it won't let me do it on that. Okay. Yeah, I think the brighter white trim definitely gonna be a thing. Means we'll have to brighten some of the pieces. But that's okay, we can do that. There it goes, there. It's a holy house. The worst the monk saying his prayers. Dunna, haven't found him yet. let's copy the front door. Take it around to the back door. It's not doing it. Well, that worked. Alright. So it's gonna make me... Aha. It does work. Somewhat. Alright. These... I will put the windowsills back in place in a minute. Windowsill. First two commercials were KFC and the second was Taco Bell. Man, it has your number, don't it? It knows you was hungry. Alright. Oh, stretch! Ah. Okay, so I kind of just want to do like one area at a time. Oh, we still haven't done these. Oh, wait, no, undo. Damn it, there is no undo. That's not the button I wanted. Duplicate. Alright, that's the button I wanted. Let's edit this. Ba, ba, ba. Hey. I mean, we still have to do like where it's graying, like the trim pieces where we'll have to buy, but I'm liking the white on the windows and such. Looking good. It's looking good. It's looking good. What? It's not letting me look up in the catalog what wooden stuff that is. Normally you just go up to things and like press hold a button and it does it. See, hold in store. But it's not letting me do it for this service. How strange. I'm going to have some unalive fur babies if they don't quit messing up my diamond art canvases. Oh, we always say it but don't mean it. I said a few choice things myself when I tripped over the dog pallet this morning. Store. Surface finishes. I think we'll go with stained chestnut this time. Cut pattern. Well, out here it's done in this. I found a slight. It is always lovely when you find smokes. Especially when you're out of smokes. I am so fighting with this hedge. Haha. The debate is there to rip it out. The debate is really there. I totally could have moved it, but I fought with it till I won. Just because, you know, principle. We'll see. We'll see. I might end up replacing it. I'm not sure. I'm going to try to basically nicely arrange what's already here. Because it'll be cheaper on the pocketbook. And the less money we spend on the garden, the hopefully more profit we can make. I thought about it. Painting the ceiling paint blue. I thought about it. This is the bit of the style house that you would probably find that on. Keep the older folks safe from the ghosties and the ghoulies. There was an old English prayer my mom used to keep specifically on the right side of the door. And it reads as follows. Okay. I don't think I've heard of this tradition. From ghoulies to ghosties and things that go bump in the night, good Lord deliver us. It was a running joke that I was the thing that went bump in the night. Yeah, I could totally see that being a gag with my family as well. I was a sleepwalker as a child, so I really went bump in the night. Ghoulies and ghosties and long-legged beasties. That, yeah. You forgot the long-legged beasties. Yeah, can't forget the speedies. You've always had insomnia? Yeah, I was the type that I would just wake up and randomly walk through the house. And, Mom asked the doctor what to do. And I don't know if it was just like, if it's like a myth or something they used to follow or whatever, but he told her, don't wake her, just send her back to bed. So, Mom would look at me when I was awake, or when I was sleepwalking, she'd wave her hand in front of me, and if I didn't like, cause I would stop, like in the hallway or in the living room, whatever, she'd go and wave her hand in front of my face, and if I didn't register, like look, she'd know I was sleepwalking, and she'd just be like, okay, kid, go to the bathroom and go back to bed. She said I would walk in the bathroom, I would close the door like halfway, go and stand and look at the toilet for a minute, just stand there, and then I would turn around, come back out, walk to the bed, back to my bedroom, crawl into bed, go back to sleep. I was like, that just sounds creepy AF, Mom. It's a red horror flick. Nice. I will have to remember that and tell my mom it. Speaking of my mother and Lefty works together. So when Lefty called me a little while ago, and asked me if I needed anything from town, I could hear my mother in the background going, "Yeah, she needs you to actually get the winning lottery ticket this time." Yeah, yeah. My mother had me when she was still basically a child herself. So technically she's young enough to be my sibling. Um, in the cases of which a parent like ends up having that uh oldest versus youngest, and there's umpteen years apart, and the oldest is like in uh still in school and still at home teenager, and can help out with the youngest who's newborn baby. Yeah. So there's always some kind of shenanigans between the two of us. Some days she's like mom, in all moms are, she's mom. Some days we get into back and forths that just sound like siblings fighting. She knows how to turn on mom mode when it's needed. Same. That's a long lost dream at this point. But yeah, either way and anyway, my mom is up to shenanigans again. Like, she knew exactly who was being called. And just wanted to mess around and pick on the lefty. Yeah, I kind of the parenting boat sailed for me a while back. I had cancer, so I missed that ship. Oh my gosh, I think we're gonna have to find the bed, go sleep in it, cause it's getting too dark to see. It's debatable. It's debatable. Um, we've often talked about if we got a place that was large enough, doing the whole fostering kids or foster to adopt or something like that. Because there's so many kids out there that need a good home. That are getting either left behind or used and abused or something like that. That you don't even want to think about in the foster care system. I had an uncle that was in the system, like way back in the day, and you know, cause he's my uncle, and he used to tell me that no matter how bad I ever thought I had it, that I would never have it as bad, and I would never know, um, what true pain and sorrow was like as a child. Unless I went into the system. Apparently, he ended up in. He had a couple of good foster homes, from what I understand, like one or two, but they never stayed in them long because of the way the system worked back then. And he ended up in a boys' home that was just like you wouldn't want to send your dog there. So yeah, I've often thought about the some of the stories and the things that he told me as I got old enough to understand and actually be able to sit and listen to him, and thought, you know, that could be a route and a possibility for me. But alas, you have to have like a house that would pass inspection, and you'd have to have a room for each child, or at least a extra room for the kids, kind of thing, stuff like that. And at this point, we're in a one bedroom, one bath, so that's not happening. I got stuck on this thing, but who knows? Who knows? Future endeavors, possibly. Yeah, I've heard the requirements for it are insane. I actually have one of my cousins went ahead and went through with it, and last year, um, she adopted a little toddler little boy. Um, but wow, she had to go through so many classes and inspections and like the whole 9 yards of things, and they had to keep going back and redoing some stuff. It was kind of insane the amount of stuff that they made her go through for that. And she was a school teacher, so she like worked with kids, had a good reputation and all that kind of stuff. And they still put her through the ringer. She said it was actually emotionally exhausting, but now that she has her son, she wouldn't change any bit of it. It was well worth it. But the path was one that was. She says she wouldn't recommend going through it unless you can afford a therapist to walk the path with you, because you're going to need it. I was like, well, that's good to know. One would think, but at the same time, with as many kids that have been abused in the system, like my uncle was, um, I can understand for their say due diligence, them being cautious about who they let uh, who actually passes and what all hoops you have to jump through to get there. I can totally understand with after hearing some of the stuff that he talked to me about. I'm on the debate. I kinda okay, I know that this wood is supposed to be like old, like normally you put new siding on, but I like the color. I'm digging this color, so I'm not sure if I want to change it or not. I'm afraid if I change it I wouldn't be able to get the color just right. You're right, it's not, but that's the one place that they know that, or they feel they can do something about it. I just wish that there was more that I could do for those kids. I also wish that the pay was good enough that more people would want to go into working in the social services, because a lot of times it just boils down to overworked um, agents who don't have they I wouldn't say don't have the resources. They have the resources, who don't have the time to keep up with as many caseloads as get thrown on them. They expect a lot out of some of those casework. I don't know. How does that look? Still nice and green, but a little cleaned up now, maybe? Kinda sorta want to sell this one. Ah, yeah, I could understand that. I'm trying to find. I can put more trees in. I'm putting the tree back. It just wouldn't let me move the tree. I wanted the tree closer to the fence. And then this one. Definitely not. That almost looks like maple leaves. Maybe it's supposed to be an oak of some kind? Not a pine. Ah, I think it's this one. Oh, yeah. I remember that struggle well. Um, oh my god. I keep getting stuck. I love these IRL, but I keep getting stuck on that one. Okay, there we are. I don't think. I wish there was a way I could put like patio furniture, or I wish there was. I don't know if there's a way I can put an actual patio down. That's what I mean to say. Like, nah. I was gonna move this over here and then put like a little patio with some lawn chairs here. But then that would mean that my clothes would be like right there for everyone to see. Whereas here it's kind of tucked in behind the house. So I guess we'll go with no patio for now. Cats are ninjas. Yes, I agreed. Yes. $110% yes. Okay, I think other than the trim, I'm thinking other than the trim, the outside is just about like done. I think I'm gonna take these roses though to the backyard. Because we do already have a couple of rose bushes back here. Then there, maybe. Kind of bring it around. I think we're gonna call it here today. I mean, it's looking cute. We got our little petunias or whatever around the cute little mailbox. Too bad it won't let me check the mailbox. Looks like there's something in it. Yeah, I mean, just gotta do the outside trim and then we'll be ready for doing the interior. That is Lefty's everyday life, Lotus. Yeah, I think I'm liking where this is going. This will be a cute little this will be a cute little house for our little gardening couple. Hopefully, hopefully. Um Alright, Lotus. We're going to read you over to another gamer. I don't know if there's any. Just left you ever have a day off? Oh yeah, she just had 3 days off. She went Thursday, Friday, and Saturday without working. She normally is off on Fridays and Saturdays. That's when I don't stream. Um. Alright, Lotus. Your pick. Uh. Forged in Shadow Torch? Never heard of it. Minecraft? Or Overwatch 2? I got uh we have friends that are streamers that are on low on all of those. Overwatch 2. Pick the lowest streamer count. Well, okay. As always, thank everyone for tuning in today. Thank you for watching. If you're watching this on the VOD, please feel free to come join us in Twitch. We do this now 4 days a week. Monday, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Thursday. It's under the name Red Divider. If you'd like to watch the VOD of this and it's coming close to it falling off of Twitch, you can find it on YouTube. Also under the same name, Red Divider. I upload my stream times and when I'm going live every day on Blue Sky. You can find the link in the Twitch page for how to get to the Blue Sky. And thank you for all the things and all the things. And we will be raiding over to, I don't even know how to say, so, Santosima Mephisto. He's Santo. I don't know. I don't know how to say his name. He's one of my friends, friend of a friend. He's a furry VTuber, and he is playing Forged in Shadow Torch.